Hi guys, Donna here with your weekly mini reading for April 21st to the 27th, 2025. I hope you all are doing well and that you had a great week, that you were able to spend maybe some time with your family on Easter Sunday. It was beautiful weather, even though it was a little chilly, but you know, it ended up being a great day. And as I said, I love Easter morn. And it was truly, I felt uplifted. I felt full of hope, and it was a really good Easter for me this year. Last week we had celebration, nature, forgiveness, and study from the Healing with the Angel cards. We had it's time to play from the Sword of Light, and attracting, not chasing, which we had twice in a row from the Angels of Abundance. Our affirmations were, I am as resilient as the sun. I will always rise again. And there is no magic like mine. So I hope you were able to really get into those energies last week, especially the celebration, spending time in nature, looking where you needed to forgive yourself or someone else, utilizing I'm as resilient as the sun, I will always rise again, especially as I had said last week about the Easter Sunday and the rising of the sun, S-O-N, sun, but it can also be the sun. Every morning that we get up, we have the sunrise, and we can rise with the sun. We can set intentions of what we want for our day. I also hope you had some time to play and that you were really sitting with what you wanted and you're allowing it to be attracted to you like a magnet, no matter what it is, whether it's new opportunities or money or friendships or dating, anything that goes in that category. All right, so I'm going to call in St. Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel. Let's see what they have for us today. Let's see here. See what we have for this week. There's 1, 2. They really do start to pop out. Alrighty, what else? There's 3. Okay. Our first card that came out was Surrender and Release. The next card is Meditation. And then finally, Listening. This week, at the end of this week, we will have, pardon me, a new moon on the 27th, I believe, of April. So it will be in Taurus. So it's going to be about new beginnings. It's going to be about grounding. Okay, it's setting intentions, yes, but remembering that we need to stay grounded. So the first card that came out was the Surrender and Release card. So the question is, what is it that you need to surrender and release this week that no longer serves you? It can be a situation, it can maybe be a habit that you want to give up, or it can be something that you just know that you've been holding on to that it's time to let go of. It can be spring cleaning too. It can represent, you know, cleaning out your closet or surrendering and releasing that need to control something, which is usually mine. I am now surrendering and releasing my need to control the situation to you, Father, to you, Universe, to you, Goddess. And as I do, everything turns out perfectly. No matter what it is, pardon me, we need to surrender and release it, right? This is the week of surrender and release. Then we have the meditation card. So as we surrender and release whatever it is to the universe, now we can go inside ourselves and quiet our mind and really sit with it. Or maybe we need to sit with it and ask, what is it I need to surrender and release? Because the last card is listening. So through meditation, we can listen for the answer. We can really sit with it and say, you know, what is it that no longer serves me anymore? Something I need to really surrender to. It can be you know, something very small, or it can be something very large, depending on what it is. For me, it's surrendering and releasing my need to control certain situations. Pardon me. Whether it's at work or it's at, excuse me. I don't know if someone out there is having trouble with their throat, but it's coming through in this reading. So we're going to ask St. Michael to clear my throat so I can speak. Maybe I'm supposed to be listening. But the surrendering and releasing a need to control a certain person, or maybe your work, or maybe something at work, or something at home, something that you need to let go of. And let yourself off the hook for. It could be surrender and releasing your needs to forgive yourself or others. It can be as simple as that. We can use what we did last week, right? We're surrendering and releasing and allowing, because as we do, we free up space in our lives and in our bodies to be able to anchor the light more, allow the light in more. So through the surrender and release, we're able to meditate more, because we're getting out of our own way and we're able to hear. This is the card this week of listening. What do you need to listen to? Do you need to listen to your intuition? Maybe it's listening, being an active listener to someone around you, listening to your children, hearing what they have to say, and being able to really just sit with it. And rather than react to it, just contemplate what it means or what they're saying, and maybe acknowledge back to them what they need to hear. Maybe they just need an affirmation that what they're feeling is okay. It may be something very small. It may be something very large. Like I said before, it can be any number of things depending on where you are in your life and what you're doing. So I also am hearing the angels say, because I'm listening, to listen to some music, that you might get a message through music, that you need to just really being calm as possible, grounded. Stay very grounded this week. So if you can go back into nature again, near the trees, someplace where you can ground yourself. Being near the water is always good for me. And being outside, I think this week we might have some good weather, so spending some time in nature might be helpful, especially if you need to meditate. But listen to surrender and release whatever it is you need to do. Then use the meditation time to really listen to what the next steps are for you to take going forward. Next, we have St. Michael in the Sword of Light deck. Let's see what he has to say. Surrender and release. Surrender and release. Prioritize self-care. Ooh. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Okay, so this is a week about self-care, which kind of goes hand in hand with that surrender and release. Maybe what we're surrendering and releasing is our need to control our schedule. All the time we have to be doing something and we're not resting. This is giving yourself, prioritizes self-care, right? What do you need to do? Do you need to schedule a massage? Do you need to get your hair done? Do you need to get your nails done? Doing something that's going to pamper yourself, allowing yourself downtime, so you don't have anything on your schedule. This is giving yourself permission to just relax, maybe take a bath. If you are, use some Epsom salts with a little bit of baking soda. Allow all of the negativity to be absorbed and then released. Again, there's that release. And to realize that it's okay. Give yourself permission to take care of you. Because without you, nothing else can function, right? We have to take care of ourselves. And we want to be sure that we're getting enough rest, drinking enough water, and that we're watching our diet so that we can stay as healthy as possible. All right, now we're going to ask the abundance angels what they have for us this week. My goodness. There we go. Cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Okay, so when we look at this card, there's three lovely angels together. It looks like they're playing different instruments, but they're very much compatible with each other, right? They're cooperating. They're not trying to compete against each other, but they're trying to come together in harmony. So this can be kind of like a harmony card. Where do you need to bring harmony to your life? Where do you feel like you're out of balance? So cooperation instead of competition just means to allow yourself to be cooperative rather than a defensive, trying to come from a cooperative state of mind. Allowing, opening yourself up to new ideas, opening yourself up to allowing yourself to see someone else's perspective, something like that. But remember, there is a lot of competition that goes on, but if we remember what this says, what's yours is yours. No one can take that from you. That's what we have to remember. So even if you have an idea that's coming to you, it's okay to allow yourself to be in partnership with someone who can be cooperative with you, that isn't going to compete against you, that wants you to succeed. Remember, in the cooperation instead of competition, you want to surround yourself with people that are going to want you to succeed, that are going to want to be happy for you, that brings some joy and happiness to you. They don't drain you, they encourage you, and they give you some kind of spark that makes you think of new ideas. Maybe that's what they do. They help you think of new ideas, and you're able to have cooperation, right? You don't feel like someone is competing against you. So work with the cooperation instead of competition energies, and remember, what's yours is yours, and no one can take that from you. And again, this card is just beautiful. So through the cooperation, you're able to also take some good time for you, prioritize that self-care for you. You're able to listen more, give yourself time to meditate, and you're able to surrender and release the negativity that's around you. So it just kind of blends hand in hand, right? It all goes together. So this is a week of self-care, letting go, allowing. And then maybe on the new moon, you might want to write down your top 5 ideas to surrender to the universe, your intentions. What are your top 5 intentions that you would like to manifest? And then burn them and let them go. It's kind of a way to tangibly allow yourself to surrender and release. Or maybe you write it down on a piece of paper and you put it in a jar. You know, you think of the things during the week of what you want to surrender and release. You do one today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then on Saturday, you get ready to, you know, burn them all to release them to the universe. That's an idea. Whatever way works for you. There's no wrong, right or wrong. It's just whatever the angels are saying, whatever you want to do is fine, right? You can make it a game, you can make it playful, you can write it down, and then you can burn it and let it go. But keep a list of it somewhere so you can look back and say, oh yeah, on this day I burned this, and now here it is coming to fruition, right? It may not come in a way you think, and it may come just like that. So we have to remember that as we surrender and release our need to control, or surrender and release situations, that things have a way of working out perfectly. Now, let's see what our affirmation for this week is. And I have to remind myself of that too. That surrender and release affirmation I know very, very well. All right. I have the power to uplift everyone around me. So that's your job this week. Uplift everyone around you. It's kind of like that self-care. Remind people that they need to take time for themselves, that self-care is important, that meditation is important, listening to music, relaxing, finding ways to give yourself time to just unwind. So again, I have the power to uplift everyone around me. So I hope you guys have a great week. If there's anything you need, you know how to get in touch with me. Let me know. I'd be happy to send you an affirmation or words of encouragement, whatever it is that you need. And just a hi from you is always welcome. Have a great week. I will see you here next Monday. This is Donna. Don't forget, you're always on my Reiki Radar. See you then.